Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are building an A-frame cottage. Now, I get it. This is the second A-frame I have done this week, but if you think about it, this is technically not in the same week because this is getting posted on, Monday or Tuesday, and the last one was on a Saturday, so it's not the same week. So you did not see two A-frames this week, okay? Different weeks. It's totally not 2 days apart. That would be crazy. I definitely didn't make the same kind of house 2 days in a 2 times in a week. No, didn't happen. But it's different. This is a cottage style, and it's brown, and it's stone, and it's got leaves all over it, leaves, vines, not really, but just plants on it. You can see right now, that's what I'm talking about. And the other one was a tropical market, and it was bright yellow and blue and stuff. So it's different, okay? Different. Now you can see that I messed with this roof quite a lot. I had so many difficulties with this roof. It was annoying. It was very annoying. I did not know what I was doing because I really wanted a second story, a second loft kind of area kind of thing. I didn't know how to do that though, so you can see me messing with it for probably most of the video. Well, it was most of the recording that I had, at least. I don't exactly know what percentage of the video that you get to see is me messing with this roof. But I know I recorded for 35 minutes-ish around that time for this build, which is actually pretty quick because I thought I took more time with it and I actually didn't, which kind of freaked me out. I was only 30 minutes. Are you sure? But apparently it was only 30 minutes, but only 10 to 15 minutes of that is me messing with the roof. And doing the outside, and then messing with the roof took most of that time. So you could just see how much trouble I had with this. And I did some weird things, I was trying to put platforms, and I put a chimney for a second there. I'm just no, that's weird. And I eventually figured it out. Eventually there's going to be the bed and the bedroom up there. It's small, but it's definitely not tiny. It's got it's 2x3 attached to a 3x3, so that big. Imagine that. That's how big the bedroom is, and it's got room. The bed is against the wall, but it's fine. You wouldn't want a huge family in this thing. It's more like a solitary cabin kind of cottage kind of thing. And I had a lot of fun building this. As I said, it took 35 minutes, but I felt like I was building it for an hour and a half. So, that's always good when it feels like it takes longer than it does when you're having fun with it. But yeah, I didn't take that long, which is good because I didn't have very much time this week to do things. But I did do it eventually. Also, if you are looking at the screenshots later, which I'm not sure actually who looks at the screenshots, they're kind of dumb and I just kind of put them in there. But the last screenshot is a top-down view of the second story. Now, the second story is covered mostly by a roof, because that's what I figured out, at the end, when I finally figured out how to do the roof. I had, the roof going through the, second story, so I took a top-down floor, view, and you can just see, 4 tiles and, the roof. That's it. So it's really funny, and I'm just, yeah, it's there because I was yeah, what if they want a top-down view? But you can't see the second floor. It is literally just a roof and part of a bed and I think whatever is in the corner that you can see in the front. So, that's fun. You can see a roof. If you ever wanted to know what a roof looked like in The Sims, that's what it looks like. That's fun. But before we go on to the story, I have recorded this voiceover 3 times. This is my 3rd time. The first time I I dropped some pencils, and then I, messed up my speech. And then the second time, I didn't get through the first time. But the second time, I recorded the entire voiceover. It went fine. I finished it, and then it was you didn't record any audio. And I was really? Really? You had to do that on me. So we're gonna hope this time it works. I'm not gonna try and jinx myself. It did work, okay? If you're hearing this now, it did work, obviously, but I'm just talking to myself, now in, person. But today's topic is a story that happened to me in the 5th grade, I think. So at the time, we were reading a book called Fever 1793. It's a book about, the yellow fever. I don't remember exactly most of the book, even though I read it 5 times in elementary school. You know, I was weird. I read the book, like, same book, like, multiple times. Like, that happened with, Wonderstruck, the book, and then, Island of the Blue Dolphins. I read, like, those 3 books, like, over and over in elementary school. But, like, that's fine. I liked them when I read it. I haven't read them, like, since. But, like, that's fine. I could go back and read them. But I don't really have a library in which I could do that right now. But maybe sometime I can go back and read it. But we're reading that, and apparently most of the kids didn't like it because it was like, obviously they're talking about, like, some kind of, I think, disease. It may have been a virus, I don't remember. Whatever yellow fever was. They were talking about that, and, like, there was, like, death, obviously. And, like, something about it. But there was this one kid who sat next to me, and we were sitting against a wall. I was the one closest to the wall, and he sat, like, farther, like, away, closest to the classroom, away from the wall. And so he, had some issues reading this book. I don't think this is the first time, though, but he puked. But he turned my way. He turned towards the wall, and, like, back behind him. Like, he turned around and puked. So he, like, puked behind us. Like, he could have just turned towards the aisle in which he was standing towards. No, that would be too hard, obviously. So apparently that happened. And it was very bad. I didn't like it. I had to, like, scoot out of my chair. Like, I had to walk on, like, the chairs to try and get out of there without, like, stepping on them. He went to the nurse. He's all fine. It was just, like, a, you know, gross book, apparently. I don't really know. I did read it multiple times. I didn't really find it, like, gross. But, like, obviously, I've read a lot of books like that. So I was probably, like, it was a tame book in comparison to some of the other things that I read about in elementary school. It's fine. I was also talking to my friend, like, last night about it, and she was saying that I was getting very angry about it. That's because you'd be angry if you almost got thrown up on. Like, he could have picked an easier decision, but he didn't. Like, obviously, that's kind of like a very quick situation in which you're gonna do it. You've got, like, a couple seconds to decide, but he chose the wrong decision. Yeah, it was not fun. Also, another story with the same kid. I don't remember if it happened before or after this incident, couldn't tell you. But I have a pencil that I use, like, for most of my, like, to-do lists and, like, video, like, notes that I do on paper. You can probably hear it in some videos, because sometimes I, like, scratch off my notes during, like, the video. Like, I have done this. Okay, remember that. And also, I've dropped it in some videos. Like, the first time I recorded it, I said I dropped my pencils. I did drop this pencil, very loud. But this pencil, he gave me. We, like, traded pencils. I gave him, like, a pencil, like a 3-inch pencil that was, like, rigged to, like, spring shoot, like, out the front of the pencil. I don't really know why. We just traded pencils in the middle of class. Couldn't tell you. We just did. That's just kind of how that happened. But he gave me this pencil. I still have it. I don't know if he remembers, like, at all. Like, I remember because it was, like, you know, just, like, random memories that I remember, but it just happened. But I'm very close to telling him, because he's in my geoscience class, but I'm very close to being like, hey, you remember you threw up on me in the 5th grade, and, like, also you gave me this pencil, but I haven't yet, and we only have, like, 2 more weeks of school, so we'll see. But, like, it's not like he's gonna, like, disappear after freshman year. I would hope that's not, like, what's gonna happen, but, like, I just don't know. But I may. I'm not sure. But we're getting to the end of the video, so I guess you subscribe if you like this 3rd take of this video. But it's almost screenshots time, so I posted a video every day of the week, so you can watch another video tomorrow. Bye!